So you're going to be a voiceover artist and you're going to get scripts. You're going to get a lot of scripts. So once you get the script, there are a few things that you should do right away. Okay, very simple things, something that you should do like every time that you get a script, and I'll tell you everything in detail as to why it is important. So the first thing that you need to do is just give the script a dry read. Just give it a dry read. Just read it out without having any intention. Just read it out. I mean, just read it out because it's important. And try to like ungrasp a lot of the words, or like understand what exactly the script about, what is the emotion that is required, and try to get a good idea of what the script is about. Secondly, you should do is mark the punctuations. Now you would say, come on, man, who really does even need punctuations? The punctuations are already going to be marked. Yes, it's true. But then even the punctuations that are going to be marked are not enough. Sometimes they're going to have sometimes the sentences are going to be so big that you'll run out of breath. That's the last thing that you should expect from a voiceover artist, to run out of breath. So go ahead and mark the punctuations. The next thing is mark the stress words. Some words are going to have more importance than the others, like 300 kilometers, 450 horsepower, okay, 5,000 students, or any these words which hold a very technical understanding of the entire script. They need to be marked. Next is try to understand what kind of energy is required for the script. For example, if it's an e-learning script, so e-learning scripts are generally for people like generally it's for young adults, or these like take and try to understand the audience, the energy that is required for the script. So how do you really understand the energy which is required? So like this is a practice that I do. When I just come across the script, I actually ask the client who is going to be the target audience. Okay, you can ask the client. So clients will be more than happy to share the details. They'll just tell you, okay, this is for a school. We are doing this, and the audience is going to be some section of people from 13 to 16 years old. So, okay, now close your eyes and imagine those 13 to 16-year-olds. Would you really like be super excited and have these high and low pitches to explain a 13-year-old or 16-year-old? You would need to be very calm and serene, and you have to be a little convincing. You have to get into their shoes and explain it to them. So you have to do this thing every time that you get a script. Like try understand, like ask the client who exactly the audience is. If they tell you, it's fine, or you'll just understand it from the script. Or then just close your eyes and assume the audience. Imagine that before this mic, there is going to be a lot of people listening to you. Okay? And would you really use your tone to convince them, or you would use a tone that is most favorable for them? Right? You'll use a tone that is most favorable to them. So you will just alter your pitch. Okay, this is for 13 or 16-year-olds. I'm not going to really stress a lot of words. For example, I'll just read out a simple sentence. So this is a script in which you have to explain communication to young students. So I'll just read it out. I'll just read out one sentence. Of course, we'll be practicing the same script in the upcoming lectures. So for any communication as a transaction to be effective, the feedback loop must be robust and complete. So I've used a very friendly and a very one-to-one kind of a tone. So understanding the audience is really important. After marking intonations, understanding the audience is important. Next, you'll have a lot of scripts which will require you a lot of energy, like commercial scripts or some explainers or something which is very exciting. You'll just understand it from the script as to the kind of energy that will be required. So, hey, there's only 200 calories in Bud Light, a beer that tastes great. So in this kind of scripts, you need a lot of energy. You need to put a lot of energy. You have to imagine the audience. So visualizing the audience is very important. Of course, you'll have an entire series in this lecture about visualizations, because these visualizations help you get into these emotions. The idea is to have a one-on-one conversation with the listener without even really conversate, like without even talking to them. You have to have a one-on-one, heart-to-heart conversation with the listener. And how would you do that? You would just be so friendly, calm, and serene, and you'll just be so nice to them, and you'll be so nice. Imagine you're talking to a friend. Imagine you're talking to a stranger, and you're trying to convince him of something. You're trying to tell him how this Bud Light is an amazing product. It's an amazing beer that you can have. You'll just be so nice and convincing and full of energy. Okay, so it's very important to visualize the audience, and alongside also visualizing the emotion. So visualizing the emotions will have an entire series on it. You can use those as and when you like it. So visualizing is very important. So every time that you get a script, read it, mark all the punctuations, mark all the intonations, and like mark all the tricky words. So there is also one more thing. Okay, what happens is sometimes the pronunciations are really difficult. They are very like they are very big. They're very big, and you can't really, I mean, you're not able to understand which pronunciation to use where. Okay, and you don't know which word syllable to stress. I'll just give you an example. Enthusiastic. So like what you can do one thing, that you can actually, enthusiastic, okay, just write it down in your local language, Hindi or Marathi or whichever local language that you have, the kind of language that you use as a mother tongue. Right, just besides that word, for example, the word is enthusiastic. Now we can really confuse it. Enthusiastic, enthusiastic. We can say it in different ways. So the right way, just go to Google, get the pronunciation.
Enthusiastic.
Okay, once you understand the pronunciation, take your local language and write it like in the word file. Just write it down on your word file besides it, and try to, like, it will be very easy. Even if you confuse your pronunciation, because these regional languages, they have a lot of scope. You can even highlight slightest pronunciation. You can even really highlight a lot of things in regional languages. So these are very important. So what you do is you highlight these tricky words with your regional languages. Next thing that you do is, so what happens is that when we speak generally, like when I talk to you, I use body language. Okay, hey, you know what? Hey, you know this? Hey, you know that? I'll just use this Kathak thing all the time. So when you talk generally, you use a lot of body language. But as a voiceover artist, you don't really have to give away all the body language. You should use it as and when you want it. Like, you should use the body language. Do not shy away from using body language, because if you shy away from using body language, it will show in your speech. I am the greatest creator of planet Earth. When you have to say this, you have to feel it. And if you have to feel it, you have to use your body language. If you do not use your body language, it will be evident that you're not really into the act. So use your body language. I mean, it's not visible anywhere, but it will show in your voice. For example, I'll just give an example. Hey, I'm excited. Hey, I'm excited. Hey, I'm excited. Hey, I'm excited. Look at the difference that your body language will make. Like all the hand gestures, sign languages, do all that you want, do all that is necessary. Just don't hit the mic or something and do not drop it, but use all that is necessary. Hey, I'm excited. I am the greatest creator on planet Earth. When you have, or you can just, don't really take it seriously, but just say all that and use all your body language. Do not shy away from using body language. Use all your wits and guts to use all your hand gestures, all your bang. Don't bang. Of course, the mic will capture it. So now you'll do all of this. All of this, you'll do it, but like put all of these necessary requirements, paraphernalia, in one basket. Okay, the one basket, and there is another basket in which you have to put only one thing, and both these baskets will still weigh the same. What exactly is that one thing? Okay, so all of these, you put energy, you read the script, you mark intonations, you underline the pronunciations, you mark them in your different languages, you do all of it, blah, 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 blah. You do all of it, and it will comprise of only one unit. And there is one more thing that will change your entire speech all together, and it will convey a lot of message. That one thing is, just smile when you recite it. Just smile when you recite the script. Okay, I'll give you a very simple example. I mean, I'll give you an example. The difference smile can make, okay, to your script. See, I'll just read out a sentence with smile and without smile. This video will show you how to create a new email account in Outlook XP. Okay, very simple. The sentence is understood. I mean, it's a good voiceover. People will still like it. But how do you really make it nice and engaging and very exciting and something full of energy? You say, this video will show you how to create a new email account in Outlook XP. You look at the difference? This video will show you how to create an email account in Outlook XP. This video will show you how to create an email account in Outlook XP. The only thing that I did was kept a smile. As a voiceover artist, scripts that have neutral kind of behavior always smile, always smile. Unless it's a very serious script and unless it is conveying something very, very, very serious about some healthcare problems or cancer or any kind of disease or something, do not shy away from smiling. Every time that you get a script, just smile. You don't have to really laugh or something. You don't have to do this. Just have to have a small, slight smile. Very simple, a slight and a very non-evident kind of a smile. This video will show you how to create a new email account in Outlook XP. Look at the change. People just, it shows, it feels like you're talking to a friend. People just love when they see these cheerful people. I mean, they hear these cheerful people. So the idea is to give a slight smile and recite it. It does not look anything and no one's really watching. Always remember, as a voiceover artist, be shameless. Be completely shameless, because really you don't even have to show your face anywhere. Your voice is your identity, and do all that it takes to make it better. If it takes to smile, if it takes something to just alter your pitch, if it takes anything, just do it. All right. Just do it. Do not shy away. As a voiceover artist, you literally have a privilege. You're not on screen. Your blemishes are not going to be visible. No one's really going to see your face. I mean, no one is really bothered. All that you have to do is convey all your emotions through your beautiful voice and modulation. All right. So I hope this will help in the upcoming videos. I'll see you in the next one.